Hey guys, good morning. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. It's Thursday. How y'all doing this morning? I hope everybody's doing well. Let me just take these mugs off because they irritate my eye, my nose right here. I hope you guys are doing well. It's gloomy out, a little rainy, it's dark. I have the window open. It's like 7:49, so the sun is still trying to come up. I have the lights on, but it's just not bright enough, so I do apologize for the quality. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so tired, and my eye is so irritated. I hope you guys said your prayers this morning. Let's stop and do that for a moment, okay? Just a quick one. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Lord, give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Amen. Okay. You guys, I'm not gonna be talk to you long this morning. My mind has just kind of been everywhere lately. I think I mentioned before, just so many things that I have to do. That need to be done, and it's just a little frustrating not being in a position to do what you want to do when you want to do it and how. I woke up this morning, you guys, kind of up off and on throughout the night, but I woke up after having this dream. I don't remember. Only thing I can remember, put it this way, about the dream was the part that woke me up. And in the dream, the person's name was Theo. I don't know where we were. I just don't remember. All I remember is myself, but it was me, but it wasn't me. It was myself and two other people, and we were running from Theo. Now, mind you, we were all together, but for some reason, I guess maybe something changed in Theo, I don't know, but now we're running from Theo. And first we were all, I guess, running together, and now we're running from Theo. And in the dream, Theo was just weird, almost zombie-like, but not. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't there. His color had changed, and it wasn't no freak, zombie type of mess. His color had changed. I'm not sure. I think maybe like a bluish. I'm not sure. I forget. But he didn't speak. And we're just yelling, Theo, Theo, and we're running. And at first it was like he wasn't moving as quick, but he was just always there, and he's constantly getting closer and closer. And so one of the people that is running with me, and I don't know who the person was, if it was family, I don't even know. All I know is he caught one of the people, like it was just like all of a sudden he's right there on us, and the doors, like we're running, and as we're running, doors are closing behind us, right? And so one of the people that I was running with, I guess didn't run quick enough, so Theo caught him, and we're yelling, Theo, Theo. And when I look back, Theo picked him up just like as if he was holding a dowel. You know, he had the person in his hand, and he just picked him up like this and was finna eat him. And I'm like, Theo. And he looked like he dropped and looked and came toward us. And now, again, he's getting closer and closer. And what woke me up was, as I run through the door and I looked back to see if the door was closing, Theo would come through the door and came up on me. And that's when I woke up out my sleep. I was like, damn. And I'm hearing Theo, you know, and I woke up. You know, I didn't wake up like petrified or anything, but I woke up like, you know, I lay there for a moment, and I went on and got up. Like, it was the weirdest thing. And there was stuff that happened before that, but I don't remember any of it. All I remember was that part of the dream, you know. And like I said, it was not like he was some. Oh, also, while we were running, there was like we were throwing, like we had gifts or something in our hands, and we were doing this. We were trying to throw stuff at him to you know, save ourselves or distract him or whatever. And I don't know what the heck I was shooting out, but we were all just, you know, doing this, throwing something with our hands at him, like we had some sort of abilities. I don't know. Yeah, I just remember that little bit, and that was it. I woke up. Like, I don't know what happened prior to that. I don't know what the situation was or anything. Yeah, out of creamer, out of whipped cream, so black coffee. I did go donate, but the monies was spent on other things that needed to be done, as well as didn't need to be done. But yeah, so because I did get paid yesterday, but you know, it all went toward bills. I'm okay with the fact that it did go through toward bills. Just some of the most important things I needed to do, I wasn't able to, and that's frustrating. It really is for me, but it'll be okay. You know, God is good. You know, I feel like, I think I said yesterday, God won't bring me this far to lead me. You know, I believe God is with me every step of the way, every decision I make, every right and wrong decision I make. I believe He's right there with me, you know, and it'll be all right. So yeah, no creamer, no whipped cream, just black coffee. Well, actually, it's like, was black, but it has like some sugar in it, because there's no way I can just drink black coffee. And actually, I need to put more sugar in it, but I'm not going to, because it's not healthy. And when they weighed me yesterday, they said I was 193 pounds, which is weird because I don't really eat anything, which I know it's a lot of it because the way I make my coffee. So I'm okay for now. But just black coffee, can't do it. You know, I tried once because supposedly it's healthier, it helps you lose weight, So if it's like, if you're gonna drink coffee, then drink it in a way that'll help you lose weight, but not easy. You gotta understand, when I've been drinking my coffee damn like a milkshake ever since I was allowed to drink coffee, you know, that's what I'm used to, and that's how it tastes best for me. Anyway, guys, I'm hoping that today is another quiet day. This week it's been busy, but it's been sporadically off and on. You've got moments where you're like, oh my God, and then you got moments where it's just really, you know. So yesterday they offered VTO. I took it, but I'm gonna do my best not to take it anymore. Yeah, is what. Yeah. Guys, I watched a video this morning, actually not too long ago. I woke up to it, and it's a young lady who I stumbled upon. So I've only watched her twice, and she's very pretty, and she is African American, and she talks about ways to make money, from home, things like that. She has a YouTube channel, and I don't even remember her name. Honestly, I'm gonna have to, because like I said, I just had stumbled across her channel one time, and each time I watched her, I only seen her twice. It was just because I was flickering and I couldn't see good, and so, but I really like her, and I came across her channel this morning when I woke up after that dream, and I clicked on it because the title said, I got arrested by the feds. And, it said, the day I got arrested by the feds, or something like that. And I was like, let me click on this. And I'll tell you why I clicked on it in a moment. But she went on to tell her story about, being naive and quiet and shy. And, she's from Chicago. And how she had met this guy. She just went into a whole story about, how this all began. And so she had met this guy, and, he gave her his number. And back then it was pagers, and she took the number, but she knew she wasn't going to call. The guy wasn't attractive. He just wasn't her type. But, it was hard for her. She was just really quiet. She didn't really have a voice. She was very shy. Miami and me. And so she took it, but she knew she wasn't going to call. As a matter of fact, she had thrown the number away once she left the store that she was in. So weeks later, she run across this guy. She's on her way to the store, and he pulls up in this truck, this black truck, and he's, hey, ain't you the girl from da-da-da? She was like, yeah. She's like, my friend, he gave you his number, you never call. And, da-da-da. And he was like, I've been trying to reach you. He said, because the number he gave you was my number. She's like, He was like, he don't have a cell, da-da-da-da. I mean, a pager at that time. He doesn't have a pager, so I let him use mine. He was like, in actuality, I was trying to get him to, he said, I like you. Long story short, he wanted to talk to her. So, and she said, now he was handsome, he was gorgeous. Long story short, eventually they got together. She met his mom, and his mom and her hit it off. Long story short, some months later, she ended up getting pregnant by him, and then like maybe 2-3 months after getting pregnant by him, he changed. He started cheating on her, but then she was like, I'm done once he started cheating on her. But she still had a relationship with his mom. They still communicated a bit. He paid child support once the child was born, did everything he was supposed to do. Eventually she moved. He ended up finding out where she was, and came out there and said, oh, he changed. She didn't believe it. So he did everything he could to prove it and to show it to her. So after some months of that, eventually they got back together. He ended up proposing to her, everything. Come to find out, though, the reason why he was out there, showed up where she had moved to, which was Georgia from Illinois, was because he was running from the law, the feds, and she was not aware of any of this. She had found out later that he was this drug lord. She knew he had lots of money, this, that, and but she didn't ask questions because sometimes you don't want to know. And he was good to her other than the fact that he had cheated, and she just, was in love, and then here it is, I'm not going to share you type of thing. Long story short, he ends up getting arrested. But how it happened was, they ended up going on a family vacation. It was him, their daughter, his mom, and her like aunt or grandma, something like that. And it was a whole BS, a bunch of stuff going on, to the point where eventually all these feds was around. They were going to arrest her and so on and so forth unless she gave him up. It was just a whole ordeal. And it was just crazy when I listened to her story, because it reminded me a bit of me. And she was like, it's her daughter's father, da da da. And I was like, wow, same thing with me. And only it wasn't, drug lord type of situation. It was something else. And I came home one day from the hospital, actually, after having my daughter. She had been in the hospital a while because she had jaundice. She had been in, I think, maybe about a week after I had given birth to her. She had to stay in the hospital because of the jaundice, and they had to put her in this thing with the Billy lights and so on and so forth. And anyway, long story short, when I finally got a chance to bring her home, pull up in front of the house, and there were FBI agents, police, like, just surrounding. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like a deer in headlights. And it could have been, in my mind, way worse than it was. But you have to understand, I don't know, I don't live a life where I need to be surrounded by FBI agents, and police officers. And so they ended up coming up to the apartment, and they got me in one room, him in another room, and they're asking me all these questions. They're showing me all these photos, and I'm just like, what the heck, And it was crazy because the cop that was talking to me, the investigator, he was looking at me. He was like, she has no clue. He said, I can tell she has no clue what's going on. You can look at her and tell. You can hear her voice and everything that she really is dumbfounded about everything that's going on. And not to mention, like I said, I'm just bringing my child home from the hospital. Like, just gave birth. It's been a week. And I'm just like, what the? Yeah, it was crazy. So listening to her story was like, wow, it just kind of brought back momentarily a lot of, memories there, everything turned out fine and everything, yeah, but, just that situation in itself, you feel betrayed, you feel, just so many different emotions, fear, confusion, like just so many different emotions and things go on in your head about the situation, maybe one day I'll share more about that, but wow, it just was so crazy. And so then she even went on to say, so that's where she is, the story, but she says, you can go to my daughter's channel, because her daughter's grown now, has a kid of her own, and she'll tell you her side of the story as she's gotten older, because all of this happened, her daughter was little. I think she was 3-4 years old, and she remembers her dad in the sense that, going to see him, he was there, but only, bits and parts, because you were a little kid, and it wasn't until you got older and had more of a relationship with him that, you got to know dad even more. And now she doesn't really have a relationship with her dad at all, because when he got out of jail, he pretty much, and couldn't get back with the mom, pretty much went back to doing some of the same things he was doing that got him in jail, and he pretty much cut her off. So it's crazy, listening to it. But I was like, wow, that was just really, I was like, wow. Some of the stuff she was saying just reminded me of my naive, dumb self, but, and just like I said, the feds, the FBI, the police, like, what the hell, it was just crazy. So anyway, guys, it is now 8:10, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to log in for work. I have to tell y'all, and I know I've said this before, but it's so true, I really cannot wait till I'm in a position where I no longer have to work. Like, I enjoy my job, I do, but I don't know, I'm tired. I am tired. Like, I've been working since 19, and sure enough, I didn't have to in the beginning. I wanted to. I was told my job was in education, but, I wanted to be like everybody else, that scenario. But I am tired, I would love to be able to make money without having to, I guess maybe on my terms, I don't know. I'm just getting tired. I love my job, but I am tired. And I hate the fact that there's no overtime. If there were overtime, I would be even more tired. But I would definitely work it because the overtime is what helps pay the bills, And the fact that right now there's no overtime is really screwing me up. I was doing okay, but then other stuff started happening, which sucks. Like, you're able to do what you have to do, but if anything happens out of the norm that throw you off, it will set you back, and that's living check to check. And unfortunately, that's my position right now. It has been for a while, and it sucks. It sucks to be in a position where it is check to check, but I'm grateful nonetheless. Still, I'm not complaining because it could be no check at all, and I just feel like I'm too old to keep starting over. I'm too old to not be in a better place, life-wise. But God is good. I tell y'all every day I'm expecting great things. I am. Every day I'm expecting great things. I really am. And I know my heart, and I say this all the time, I have an amazing heart. My heart is full of nothing but love for everyone. Even those who say that, they love, but it's a little off. It's a little off, and I choose to leave it like that. I choose to not go back and forth with people. I choose to stop doing that a long time ago, and I'm not going to change that up. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to plead my case. I'm not going to do everything I can to make everybody else happy and not make myself happy. I'm just not going to do it, because at the end of the day, people are going to believe what they want to believe and feel how they want to feel. And usually it's always going to be one-sided. They're going to believe and feel whatever they need to feel for themselves to be okay. Even if they're saying, oh, I love everybody, oh, I this, oh, I that. But if you truly do, then you wouldn't just, everything wouldn't be so nitpicky. Everything wouldn't be, oh, I gotta voice my opinion about this and I gotta this, or everything wouldn't be so me, and you're not talking to me, or you're not this, or if there's any slight change, all of a sudden people are bad and not real. And, that's not always the case. Everybody's going through something. Everybody has issues of some sort. We all have struggles of some sort, and it took me a long time to realize and accept that I'm not the only one, and I'm for damn sure, I don't care what nobody say, perfect in the eyes of man. All I can do is be the best version of me as a child of God that I can be, and try to live the way God would want me to live. And having said that, y'all, and I mean this about and for any and everyone, even if I don't know them, I try to have an open mind. I used to be so judgmental, but I don't judge because I don't want to be judged, and it's not my job to judge anybody. I just try to love. Now, if it's someone that seems awful sketchy, God gives you common sense too. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's coming towards you, telling me I'm finna kill you. I'm not finna stand there and go, oh, bless your heart, I love you. No, I'm getting the hell up out of there. But or if I have to fight for my life, then I have to fight for my life. I'm not going to be dumb. God didn't say be stupid, dumb, or slow. Be wise. But yeah, I just feel like I'm just going to love. God knows my heart, and I'm always here to listen, and that's all I can do. And you're always going to hear me say pray and trust God, because to me that's the answer to everything. and to read our word, and study and seek him for ourselves, which is something I still struggle with, reading my word more like I should, and I believe if I do that, my life would be even better, because I would know things myself. I can figure out myself. I don't always have to watch it or rely on someone else's word or opinion about what God said. I'll know for myself what he said because I read it and I understood it myself, and their opinions and their teachings help. But anyway, guys, I've been talking to you for about 24 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. You guys have an amazing morning. God bless you. Remember to treat people the way you would expect to be treated. Say your prayers, not just for yourself, family, friends, and loved ones, but all our brothers and sisters in Christ, y'all. And just keep expecting great things. I am. Even when it seemed like, oh God, when is it going to happen? When is this? When is that? It's okay. I'm expecting great things and I'm calling it into existence. And one day I'm going to look back on everything and be like, wow, remember when? Just like when the police and the feds and all was out there and the investigators, I can look back on that and say, wow, it was then and now it's now. So anyway, you guys, have an amazing morning. It's Thursday, one more day till Friday. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Have an amazing morning. I said that 3 times now, so I really mean it. Bye now. Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday! It's Friday. It's Friday. Hey ho. Hey ho. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Y'all know that's my favorite day of the week. Friday. Happy Friday. I'm praying that we have VTO today, even though I can't afford it. I'm thanking it. I'm thanking it, Jesus. Yesterday was quite stressful. It really was. The day was long. Like, again, it was moments when it was quiet, moments when it was super crazy busy. It was stressful. It was, y'all. I'm tired. My eyes. I'm hot. I just got out of the shower. I have but conditioned my hair. It needs to be done, and I just don't want to do anything to it. I think this is when I need to start back with the braids because, man, I don't want to do nothing. So I think the next time I get some cash, extra cash, I am going to go and get some braiding hair. And I'm going to braid it, and it's not going to be anything, spectacular. It's just going to be so that I can pull it back or wear it down. It's not going to be small braids because I don't have the patience or the time for that. My fingers started to cramp up, so it'll probably be fat, but not too fat. Yeah, that's my plan. That's my goal. Today's donation day. I'm hoping that I can get off earlier. Oh goodness, and just do the things I need to do and get back here and rest. Oh, y'all, almost burned the crap out of my hand. My coffee cup is so hot. Like, the coffee is hot. Normally it's hot, but it's not as hot as it had. It's not as hot as it had. Oh my God! It's not as hot as it has been. Because when I put the creamer over in it, the liquid vanilla creamer, and then the whipped cream, it cools it down. But because I'm out of the whipped cream and the creamer, I just got that hot, piping hot coffee. Whew. So just holding the handle was hot, y'all. I'm like, dang. So definitely got to get that. Plus, it just, that flavor is not there without the whipped cream and the creamer. Like, I need that in my life. I need all the things in my coffee in my life. So yeah, I hope you guys had an amazing night's rest. I haven't had any dreams last night. Yay! Because lately I've been having some really weird ones. So, yeah. I'm just a little tired, though. I am. This week has been a tough week. In the sense that I've just been, tired, and I don't know what it is, I don't know if it's the weather or what. I mean, I'm liking the weather, to be honest with you. Yesterday in here was hot. Jerry was on the way to the store, and he came in, and he was like, oh my God, it's hot in here. I was like, yeah, I know. Because the heat rises, to be honest. Sorry. Because my radiators are off. I turned the radiator off in here in the living room, and I turned the one off in the bathroom, because when I go in the bathroom to get ready to take a bath, shower, anything, it's hot, y'all. Like, I can't breathe hot. And I'm like, this is crazy. So I turned the radiator off. I had to turn it down. I turned it off. And it's still hot as if it's on. So I don't know if it still gives off heat because, it's, they turned it on. I just have control over it. So I don't know if because of that it still gives off some heat, or if, like I said, it's just because the heat rises. So maybe the people downstairs have their heat on pretty high, and it's rising up. Because when I tell y'all it's hot sometimes, and I'm sitting around here looking like, why? I just can't figure it out, So that has to be it. This shirt is coming off, by the way, because it is a little snug, but I put oil in my hair, and obviously I put too much, and it's on my neck. I hate that. And yeah, it's on my neck, so obviously it's going to be on my shirt, and I don't like that. I don't like that look. That's going to look horrible. Back in the day when people had them Jerry curls, and that Jerry curl juice was dripping all over the place, all over their shirt and their clothes. Yeah, that's how I feel about that oil. Like, I rubbed it in, but I obviously didn't do a good job because it's everywhere. And plus, my hair is still a little wet, so it's dripping. But yeah, I just don't feel like combing it. I don't know if I'm going to leave it like this, maybe put a headband on or something, or if I'm going to try to pull it back in a ponytail and put the little tail on the end, and just ball it up in a knot. I don't like the knot on the ponytail on the top. I never did like that. Even when I was little, that's one style. We don't. No. It looks really pretty on other people, but I don't like it on me. I think because my head kind of shaped like a football. Maybe that might be it. I don't know. Some people have any face, any hair type of face, where they can wear their hair any kind of way, long, short, crooked. It don't matter. It looks nice. You would say, oh, you have the face for that. But yeah, no. So guys, I'm not going to talk to you long. It is currently 7:46, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close out for this morning and I haven't put up not one video this week. I don't think too many people care, but that's fine. All in due time. It's cool. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and put up the videos that I've done so far this week. I haven't done anything with my stories or poems, just the ones that I have up. I hope that you guys are enjoying or have enjoyed. I do want to take a moment to, I'm sorry guys, I'm blinking, but my eyes. I did want to take a moment, my daughter's fiance or boyfriend, however you want to look at it, husband, whatever, he's a beautiful person, and his uncle passed away, and I believe the funeral is this weekend. So I was hoping I was going to see my daughter. I was going to see them this weekend, but it does not look like I'm going to be able to. However, I just wanted to take a moment and give my condolences, because it's never easy. We know that, especially when people are older and or when they are sick or whatever, we know that they're gonna pass, and even at some point, even in knowing this, it's never easy. We know that one day we all are going to pass. We're gonna leave. Our physical bodies will leave this earth, not our physical bodies, our souls, our spirits, it's going to leave our bodies, and this physical body, this shell, will die. We are all aware of that. We all know that it's going to happen at some point, to us or to people that we love. And even in knowing this, it's never easy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just never easy. It's hard to prepare for. It's just it just is, you know. And so, especially if it's a beautiful person, beautiful soul, amazing person, it's really hard to lose amazing people. It's hard to lose anyone, but when you have an amazing, beautiful soul, it's hard. So my condolences go out to him and, you know, his entire family. God bless them all. Okay. Having said that, I will say, you know, yeah, I just wish everybody the best. I was listening to Joyce this morning as I was getting up, you know, getting ready and saying my prayers, and she was saying how, and I've heard this before, but sometimes, you know, it's just meant for you to hear certain things. But she was talking about again how don't stay mad at people. Don't waste your time staying mad at people and angry, because while we sitting up mad and angry, the people that you mad and angry at or about, they having a good time and could care less. And, you know, and a lot of times that makes you even angrier and pisses you off even more. Like, you just started a whole bunch of mess, or you just said this, or you did that, and made people angry or made you angry or whatever, and then you go off to ha 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 like it's no big deal, you know. And she was saying, just don't, you know, God is going to bless you, you know. Continue to love with the way God does, and don't be two-sided or two-faced about it. Just continue to love. You know, it doesn't mean you have to be sitting up in people's face all the time and all of that. No, you can love from a distance. You know, just be kind, be beautiful, and God will bless you for it. He really will, because none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. You know, we have to love each other and one another for where we are and where they are. That's it. That's all. So that was, you know, I enjoyed hearing that, her preach about that this morning. It was just a reminder it just reminds me to keep being me and keep, you know, being the best that I can be. Period. That's it. That's all. So I'm going to continue doing that. It is 7:50, so I'm going to end it here. I really want you guys to enjoy your Friday morning. Remember to say your prayers, not just for your family, friends, and loved ones, but for all our brothers and sisters in Christ. Remember to treat people the way you expect to be treated, okay? And continue to expect great things. As I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I'm noticing that the screen is getting a little bit even darker. It's because it's gloomy out. Like, the sun is trying to come up. It's usually not up till after 8, like really bright, which is, and I have the light on, but y'all already know the situation there. I have this one bulb, I have the little light over here on my desk, and I have a light right here. So, you know, I know at some point I'll probably have to get one of those ring lights or something, but right now I'm just going to work with what I have, especially since I don't have a lot of views. You guys gotta like, comment, share, you know, it would really help out, you know. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep doing what I do, okay? I'm going to keep talking and having a conversation with you and sharing me. And then at some point, hope you guys will enjoy it. Hope something that I say touches somebody, and help you throughout your day, you know, because it's not easy, you know, and sometimes good word, good encouragement from someone else helps, even if you don't know them. You know, it helps. And sometimes when you sit and you listen and you watch people, you feel like you know them, you know, especially if you've watched them for a while. So anyway, guys, have an amazing rest of the day. I will talk to you throughout the day, hopefully. If not, I will talk to you on tomorrow. You guys enjoy your morning, okay? Bye now.